Emptiness when I look in the mirror, the picture gets clearer. Becoming you and daddy is something I fear. I don't wanna be make believe.
Dear mama, I miss you, but will you ever make a change? Yeah, I hurt inside, nobody'll ever know the pain. It's contained, the way I hold on to your love. It's really too much, so I pray to the God up above. When you look at me, you can see the hurt in my eyes. A young man with a dream so cold, Delta mama so bold. 1991 was the year I had a dream.
But we appreciate everybody for coming as always. And let me adjust the lights a little bit. There we go. And so yeah, we got today, we got that I quit subject, and that one, a lot of people might not think that's a good one for you to quit something that you start. But you got options, especially if you don't I'm holding the thing today, y'all. So if you got things that you think you're not gonna commit to 100%, you have an option to opt out and quit. Hey Courtney, our cousin, we call out y'all names today. You have an option to opt out and quit things that you don't think that you could put 100% in. Me preferably, it's a lot of things. Our lights, yeah, they'll come on. But hold on one second, yeah.
See, that's what happens. When you quit stuff, you end up in the dark.
Yeah. Hold on, y'all,
told
one
you that.
second. Hey, Chad, hold on, y'all.
Shame on you.
Hold on one second. Okay. Let me get at the G.
He giving me the camera now, y'all, but I don't even really know what his subject was about, because he's the one that said, he was gonna do I quit. So I'm kinda in the dark. Now I'm back in the light. So I don't really know what prompted his idea for the I quit subject, other than somebody that was telling him about their life earlier on the telephone. But I think he wanted to add some other stuff into the subject too. So what part you wanted to start with first?
I'm sorry about that, y'all. Well, I understand the guy in his new life or whatever, like that, but I wanted to talk about like things about like quitting. Like if you can't dedicate so much time to certain things, you have a right, to quit. You can focus those things on other, high performance things. And I'm kind of change the show a little bit and get everybody, let me move around, and get everybody into a different format. We'll still be Jen and Tony. We'll still do the things we usually do, but we'll see who grows and with us, with the things that we want to do and how you want to do it, with just growth pattern, not doing the same thing, but just growth pattern. So we 2020, even we're gonna start right now though, but we're gonna start high performance. Performance, your work ethic being high, elevated to the highest possible elevation that it could be, and so that's what we're gonna do. But I quit was basically me saying this here and that here, this here, this and that, doing this particular business, that particular business. I just don't want to be a part of, like, I guess because I'm not gonna put so much time up into it, like promoting businesses and stuff like that. To me, I'm just not motivated. I don't see the motivation, y'all. I just don't see it. So that's basically what I quit mean. That hey, I hope everybody's success. I'll still pray for certain people who need it or whatever like that. But me just preferably, I don't want to do it. It don't work. It's not about the Popeyes thing, because I'm not a racist. I don't do things like that. I'm not worried about what Popeyes do. I like any business to make it. I don't care what race, color, creed. If you want to sit in, just say for example, a place that they sell chicken all day and they getting there from 10 to 12. Hey, more power to you. I'm down for them people liking what they do. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm down with that, but it's just when a starter business start, not definitely not me and Jennifer, we gonna make it regardless, because we're gonna gain more assets than we're gonna gain liabilities. Okay, and that's part of what we're gonna try to do in the new parts of the show is to try to make help understand what assets and liabilities is. You know, a liability is something that take cash from you. You know, it's hey, that car out there is not working. Why y'all sell your car? It's a liability. You know, not us just quote unquote saying if the car was given multiple problems, it's a liability. You know, you should get rid of it and get something more of an asset, meaning that it helps you and reliable to go to work, you know, and get you there on time without spending, you know, ample amounts of money trying to get that that car working and this and that, you know. So that's part of the high performance of the QLA that we're gonna start, you know, speaking on every Sunday, and you know, finding partners that's high performance, not money. Don't get high performance with money. Money don't make you high performance. It does not. You know, a lot of people from where they got lucky to get what they got. You know, and that's at the top, you know, such and such percent that they got lucky, you know, or someone helped them out like that. We're talking about high performance that start theirs from whatever little money they have in the bank, start their business and they grow like that. That's what we're interested in, not ones that got luck. It's many people I can go to and spring up to be a millionaire, but then, you know, I don't think we'll get the satisfaction of, you know, earning that money like that. And a lot of people say, wow, if you know people like that, why you want? Well, I met another one down here where I'm at, you know, another millionaire guy. I'm gonna do business with him, but I'm not gonna let him give me nothing, you know, like that. So, but that's what I quit mean was like the business part of it. You starting your business. I wish everybody will. It's kind of like saying that, like if I was to say in the family that I would go fight all the demons and, you know, hold everybody down and I'll take the heat. You know, hey, demon, come mess with me. And then let all the people grow. Well, you know, I have a right to pull that sword out of that particular issue and let everyone fend for themselves. And I shouldn't be looked at in a bad way because I do that, you know, because maybe I need to kind of like mind my church, my business. And we're not like saying mind your business like, you know, don't go mess with people. We're saying mind and business as gain knowledge and create, you know, a little wealth for, you know, my personal family like that. So you have those options like that, and no one should be looked at, you know. It was a post that kind of bothered me a little bit, you know, because we do go do our little research and we pay attention to everybody Facebook's. It was they said that they were tired of like startup businesses, like, you know, why we don't support this and that, you know. And I kind of I kind of felt it in my heart. It was like, wow, you know, that's true. Now this is not us. Like I say, man, Jennifer, we don't have too many liabilities, so we're not gonna basically be affected by quitting the business. It's not gonna harm us that much. You know, it might hit us, maybe it really won't hit us too hard, but you know, we may have to do something extra to get gas like that or whatnot, but we'll make it, you know, we'll make it. So but that's what we're gonna do, high performance. You know, we decided to go ahead and do something, you know, different things that we would be more you know, structured on doing. So what you thought about it, you know? I quit.
Well, I thought I wasn't sure what the show was gonna be about. That was my thing. Was what did you mean by I quit?
Well,
So
I mean, you know, it's self-explanatory. So what do you get out of that? What is your emotions like right now? If you said I quit, what are some of the things that been in the atmosphere that bothers you, where you say I just want to quit?
mm, I just, if anything, the last couple of things I've been complaining about was basically when I go out to eat. I quit dealing with people just
Hmm.
in the workplace.
Right.
That was my biggest thing. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but that was my I quit.
Well, I mean, I
You
mean, to
know,
get
the
it
attitudes that you get outside is ridiculous now. It's like your life is not that bad that you got to treat everybody like crap.
right, but that, I mean, repeating it constantly will, it'll intake in your subconscious real good to the point where you say, well, you know what, Tony, don't even worry about it. Like I might say, hey, Jump, look how they treated us. Your subconscious might take it to a point where you be like, yeah, that's how they are, Tony. And then you'll train me to say, well, Jennifer, I'm not going to get a negative effect. Not that I'm trying to really get a negative effect from you, but that negative effect, I'll be like, hey, that's a negative effect, Tony. You need to change. Jennifer
And
didn't even.
generally, I don't though. I be like, you see how they was acting?
Right.
Like that's crazy. It's like a little 5-10 minute joke, and then you on to the next thing.
Right. So, yeah, we that's what we're gonna do. For now and up into the new year is go ahead with the QLA and go gain assets, certain ways. But like I text somebody the other day. It was actually yesterday, and I don't like coming off like I'm really just asking for something because I help a person more than I ask, and that's just the way that I am, because I know I can gain that energy, I can get that energy, get up, but for the last couple of years, I just needed to look at some things. You gotta understand from a person that I always had, and like I text that person the other day, I was like, well, it's been hard but fair. It's been good. It's been okay. I needed to see it. Most people just want you to, pop back, hey, do this, do that. But sometimes, like I told that person, I needed to see that. And somebody else agreed too the other day that they're hard, the hard parts in their life, not hard like relationships and then just kind of like basically the financial part. I needed to see that because I was a person always had what I want. So I needed to see some time, which was what a year and a half, 2 years or whatever. I needed that, even if it was 4 years. Personally for me, and I use my birth sign as a Leo. I needed that. And
I think that's a lot of what your issue might be is that you remember helping everybody, and then kind of like it's not the same way when you in need, and that kind of ticks you off. Because
no,
me, I'm just saying,
mm-mm.
just by how things work. Like say you did something for somebody, and then it could be 4 years down the line, and they nah, I can't do it.
No, it would be
Like that.
genuine, and I have to, and I'm going from the heart. As soon as you say it, my reaction is no, because I know that if I did it, I done it. I didn't, like I always tell you, with my buddies staying with me and stuff, it didn't matter. It's just the idea of kind of like you saying with the people how they acting at the restaurant, that do I deserve that? Do you deserve that?
Nah, but I think I've been around that treatment longer than you have, and I take it easier.
Yeah. You know, you're right, Ashley. Ashley say this is the truth for Leo. So no, I don't get mad. I love to see everybody with if they want this, that, and that. I don't want to say luxuries is a blessing. That's not what a blessing is to me. What do you think a blessing is?
A blessing is being able to me. A blessing is being able to wake up in the morning.
Okay, what else?
A blessing is being able to do what you love, because it's a lot of people not doing what they
Right.
love. They doing what they have to.
Right. And just right there, that's you hit it on the nail. So if I don't want a blessing from you, I don't want a prayer from you to say, hey, I want him to have money. I don't want to bother my creator like that or my savior like that. Y'all can have that. I don't want my creator to come say, hey, for this season, give his family this. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me to live in a treehouse. That's the thing about me. The thing is, I get more being in that treehouse and seeing someone else's business grow or your family grow. I get more, you know, I feel much better like that because I know at some point, long as my health is okay and I can walk and talk and meet people, I can grow. And I'll show that this year. You know, I'll
Hmm.
show that. Hey, Katina, we ain't seen Katina in a long time, but so this year, like I text that. Go back to the subject. I text that person like, well, now, I kind of needed to see some things for me personally this year, some failures. Like I put the bus up in the hole. Guy passed by on the four wheeler. He said, "I bet you won't do that no more." I said, "I bet you I will," because it's the idea of me trying to come out of that puzzle. I like to see puzzles, if I could fix that puzzle. It didn't do nothing, it didn't damage the RV or nothing like that. It just can't go forward like that onto the property. So that's a Leo for you, and that's me. If we'll excuse the sign part, but me preferably all 12 signs are basically to me all of the 12 disciples, and that's where I sit in the disciple table, and I would like to say, that I like being where I'm at in the eighth part of the disciples. Everybody is a disciple. You have to figure that stuff out for yourself and find out where you sit, on the Lord's Supper table. You have to figure that stuff out for yourself. I can't tell you, or no one else could tell you. You have to figure that out for yourself and go through those things yourself. So,
meanwhile, I'm 20.
Yeah.
Love my Gemini sign.
excuse me, yeah. But
You coughed on purpose.
but I put a challenge out for myself. I like everybody to see that challenge, and I like criticism for as failure and stuff like that, because not to go out and prove no one that I could do better and stuff, man. Hey, man, I'm 48. I don't have time for that. It's just, at that 48 is a precipice where I feel like that at that 48, I feel like it's a precipice where you have to have things in order. You have to have your house in order as a guy. That's just preferably how I feel. For them, for maybe when I get a certain age and I get sick, I have to make sure that there's certain things that's taken care of for the family, and the amount of number of kids that I may have. Your number may be different. My number may be higher than yours. So I feel like it's just certain things that, I need to reach before I'm 50 years old. So you got something to add on that?
Well, I thought part of the I quit thing was the conversation you had earlier
It is.
with your friend.
It is.
I thought that was a really good subject since he gave you permission to,
Right.
use his
Okay,
story.
well, I'll go straight into it because it's an amazing story. Well, we moved down to Corrigan. So I was at the gas station. We was pumping gas. Mind you, we don't know nobody. So I'm pumping gas and somebody said, "Hey, Tony," and Jennifer was like, "Who know him now?" So one of my buddies came over and, he ended up doing what I do as a career. And so we met and he needed help. I went up and helped him, didn't mind, and met this other guy. And the other guy was Mr. Williams. And he sat there and he was telling a story about this other guy. And so he told me, and it was real funny because me and Jennifer always look at our little things where demons are cast out. A lot of people don't believe in it. Hey, you have free will. Jen and Tony show give everybody free will. That's free will. But we know, uphand how, demons are. So you want to tell the rest of that story about the church?
Well, I really don't know like the full blown. You
Okay.
kind of just
So
gave me
I met
everything.
the guy and we get to talking and the
I didn't
guy.
know you were gonna tell that part. I thought you was gonna tell the part where
Well, I am, but that I want to
he
tell his
felt
whole story because
the whole change.
yeah, his wife said he should write a book. So anyway, to make a long story short, I'll shoot through it. The guy was took under the wing of a preacher. So and he's still under the wing 30 years. He's been at the church 30 years. So, but before that, rewind a little bit, we be in the house working, guys talking, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I've killed a lot of people." He said, "I killed a lot of people." So, that didn't fear me. I've been around everything. So that wasn't a fear for me. And I wanted to hear his story. And so the man been through everything, y'all. He was a meth head. He was a crackhead. Nobody wanted to give him his props. The preacher took him under his wing. And so the preacher had him there in the church 5 days. And the man, he said that the preacher put his hand over him and told everybody to leave. Because he said, if y'all don't get out of here, the demon can actually, come into y'all. And so his was a legend. He was streaming out legend. And, so he was there 5 days. And the mama asked for him. And the mama was like, have y'all seen my son? Have y'all seen my son? And so the preacher had him in the church. And then the lady went to the church and seen her son there. And the preacher, she understood that the preacher, she goes to the church too. and she understood that that he was in the church, and she was like, "Oh, okay." And to kind of fast forward a little bit, hey Ray, uh, the man is literally saved. He's literally he in about it was about 6 months ago. Somebody really poisoned him with drugs. I have that proof, but I don't want to get too close to them people, personal life. So after that, he uh he said that he fainted or whatever from the drugs, and he died 3 times. The sister got on the phone today, and she definitely said, yeah, he died 3 times. And he said that he had heard the bells, and then he had heard God. He said God told him, "Are you coming with me?" And he was like, "Yeah," but God sent him back. And so he's still here today, and everybody down here treats him well. Up there in Corrigan, they treat him like he's still his past life, like he's still in the past life, and his drinking and this and that and that. And he's been clean for years, but yet this man, recovered, and he said, "Tony, people in the church is walking on walkers." And he said that should be me. I had kidney problems, liver problems, everything. He said when he came back, he was told to heal, and now he understand what his mission is. And he said he won't leave the church, no matter what the preacher do. That saved him. He said he would not leave. So he have that total faith. You want to add if I missed something that you thought was highlighted?
No, I just my thing was how a person can change, and people won't allow you to change.
Right.
It's not even the story of how you change. It really don't even matter how you change. If you change, you change. But people will hold you to your old self.
Yeah.
Like, even in my family, they look at me a certain, like, they all see me still as the baby. And I'm like, y'all realize I'm a 38-year-old woman. I'm not a baby anymore. Like, it's like if they curse or talk about sex or something, they all gotta calm down. It's like, I have 4 kids. Really?
Yeah, and you hit something. I'm glad you said it. And so with back to the story, when I got up here, me, I'm always preaching, teaching. I'm always teaching, and I used to tell the man, I was like, no man, I can't go back to no ways that consist of anything negative. And God told me I'm dead. So Tony not gonna do nothing. And I've been tested a lot of times to get back into the street life. Da 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 da. But that money, it can't get me. And so, sometimes you do feel like, they won't let that go. Like, hey, man, you the money man. You make things happen, but like that. But, and I always told the dude, I just quote the part out the Bible where he say, don't get, tangled in that yoke. And it was the same thing with the guy, that Mr. Williams told me about his story. It was the same thing. And it was just so amazing to meet him, and we're going to be working together and stuff like that. But, I keep y'all posted on him, but he really changed his life, and it's a shame that everybody still look at him for his past, And he was saying today that he was so happy that he's resurrected. He died. He said, Tony, I died with Christ.
That J Dog was trying to say was that nobody understands that he changed. And they still treat him as if he that old person. He was like, I'm not that person anymore, y'all. I've changed. I'm a reborn individual. I'm a baby, but I'm a reborn individual. And he say he hates how people just keep bringing up his past and won't let him be new.
Right. And so that's another thing. What we'll keep touching bases on is the new, the resurrection. I post a lot of times. My resurrection is almost complete. I think it's complete. For the level of where I've been and where I'm at now. I think my resurrection is complete. So I'll wait for the sign, which I kind of hear the voices sometimes like, go, now you can go. But, I guess I did want people to understand that this resurrection was going to be, to formulate into a new person. Most people probably say, oh, you're a little older. It's not older. I know people who still sell at 50, How old was our neighbor on Madeira? Look at him. He still was a seller. So I don't think it has nothing to do with the maturity part of it. It's basically saying, hey, can you forgive me for all the things that I've done and renew me? Which I'm not a bad person. I don't have those things that people might put on a scale of 10, but to me, just telling my mama, I'm coming home and don't. That's a scale of one. That's no different from a lie from killing somebody. It's the same particular scale to me, and that's how I have the humility for my Savior and Creator. You know.
Now, I guess that's the good thing about not having a lot of people that know you from your old self. Because I
Hmm.
think people that really know me would, probably think I'm still as mouthy as I used to be. I can be mouthy. I really don't bring that out unless it's necessary. But that's definitely something I did a lot when I was younger. Was I was ready to fight, so my mouth would go off,
Right. And
and I'm
so,
definitely not that person anymore. But if I do bring it out now, it's more intelligent in a way where, if anything, I'm putting somebody in their place respectfully.
yeah. So, yeah, so, our whole 2020 will be, me, I'm a change different. You may see me in suits, you may see me in banks, uh,
What? I'm gonna see you in
you'll
a
see me
suit.
in suits, banks, different people. And, like I say, I'm not no form and fashion of a racist. So you might see me with all different, races. This is something that I'm going to do. I've learned and gonna reinvent how I do business. Coming in, our Jen and Tony will be January. You said
January 14th
that'll
was
be
our
one.
first
Yeah,
episode
that'll
because we
be.
thought it was in the summer, but I remembered it being cold. I said,
Mhm.
"Nah, I gotta go back and see." It was January 14th.
Yeah, so that'll be 1 year, and I'll show if y'all would like to see the story with us completing all the other little activities that we do have. We have a lot of them. A lot of stuff need to be thought out. We do have to work. We do put some things on the back burner, basically due to work, because when we work, we actually travel.
Yeah,
We
like we
travel.
want to show y'all the property, but every time we get to a place where we are at the property, like today, it's dark now already.
Hmm.
Today was kind of a lazy day for us because we worked 2 days in the blatant sun. We was out in the sun, tearing down with a storage building.
Yeah.
We still got a tree to take down, and we also had to haul off a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
And burning in 110-degree weather is rough. So
Right. So, and like I say, those things they'll cease to exist as I move up that self-employed corporate ladder. I won't be doing it in a corporate business. I mind my own business for me and my family, and so I have to change accordingly to that. I'll fix vocal skills and speech skills and stuff like that. I'll start to fix
I'm more excited about seeing you in a
and
suit.
do
Tony don't
things
wear
like
suits
that.
often.
So, a lot of things have to change according to how you do business and how you treat, the people. I keep saying and I'm trying to fix that, but how you treat, the people that you working with and stuff like that. But I'll keep y'all tuned. The house still will be built, but it's just some of the things that basically I said that I quit. I don't want to do certain things. I like to entertain, and I thought Facebook Live would be a good way to entertain, but I'm definitely not a show off. Not at all. If anything, I'd rather see you in your new car and like, wow, man, that's a nice car, that's a nice house, like that. You know, um, but I'm definitely not a show off individual. Uh, I just thought it for a second it would be interesting to let people into the life of our church over here and our family over here. But I just, like I say, I quit the promoting businesses and things like that. I'm gonna mind my own personal business and create a certain wealth for us to
Now we
you
still
know
gonna promote businesses though. Like if somebody came to us, seriously, we would still do that. So we're not saying quit in that aspect. Just we feel like we pushing other people to push their businesses,
right.
and I don't like feeling like I'm pushing somebody to do something.
It's like picking up a dead body, the person dead, and you saying, "Hey, go to work," and they just keep falling. So, like I say, the post kind of hit me, and I just don't want to do it. I have faith. I do have faith that it could work, but to see people not push one business, I just think it's jealousy. I think you hate you're hateful, you're jealous, to not have any business, not of my choice. Because like I say, y'all, you can't take nothing from a rich person. I'm rich because you can't take nothing from me. I don't have nothing for you to take. You know, so but
Jealous how though?
what you mean?
You said jealousy? Jealousy how?
What part?
Well, you were saying you think it's jealousy, the business.
I think it's jealousy. I think people when they want to do something, they look at it and say, "Hey, that's my idea." You see what I'm saying? And because like you say, most people at a certain point where they at work, they can't do it. They click off or whatever. I think it's jealousy. Fuck it, I said it's jealousy. There's no way we can have all these businesses and these people not making $10,000 a month. It's no way. Not that I know they make $10,000 a month, but there's no way we have all these people. And like I was sending here, if they cashed up, I seen now Jeff, I sent such and such. No, it's jealousy, and it's just straight out hate. I think it should be easy to say, hey y'all, I got my food catering card out here today. Can I get 10,000 people? They'll go subscribe to a hole digging contest before they come to them businesses.
Courtney I say the same thing. It's enough room for all us to do it.
Right, and I'll relate to you, Courtney. You put a post up one time. You put a post up, and Courtney had on that post. She said just because your laptop is Dell, don't mean Apple won't sell, and it stuck with me. And for the last month, I'm just like looking at these businesses like, hey, who want to get involved in pushing one business? I don't care who it is. It's not me. I don't care personally.
I don't think it's the actual business owners. I think they know that if I start advertising, I'm going to start receiving hate. They kind of already know that. Like most people I know that have businesses on my page, they doing it. But they don't ask for nothing or nothing because it brings problems to their page. Because every now and then they'll say something.
But you remember the program. The program is managed risk.
Right.
You're gonna have risk. Like, look, tell the audience what the guy told me at the house we was at yesterday that did the level.
Oh, he was saying
Mr. Joe.
He was the one saying that he was trying to get the job done with less issues or something like
No,
that?
he said this guy here is about 65 years old. He have a professional leveling company. And he said, and I told him what I do. And he said, well, man, he said,
oh, nothing's perfect.
He said, no, we were saying nothing's perfect. Nothing's square, nothing perfect. But he was saying, you just can't please everybody. He said, I try to do the best job I can. The man, got a good business, remodeled the house, looked nice, everything, y'all. But he was just like, if a bow in the flow like that, they want him to undo the bow without cutting out that particular 2x10, 2x12. He was like, you just can't satisfy everybody. And I understood that because, we know that.
Right.
But what Courtney had a question.
Well, she was just saying you can't be afraid to try, though. She was talking about the business.
Yeah, we not scared to try, but the dead energy, like.
Well, he's saying he's trying to find somebody to promote, but nobody's stepping up.
Nobody.
I'm saying I don't think they're stepping up because they know the hard press comes. Like having no results. They used to that. They used.
You
to
saying that they sinking that in and it just accepting it. Right. I don't accept that. I like the sign over here by my bed is, the family is the chosen friends. That's when you start that business, you can't look for the family. You can't look for the family. If you start that business based off family loving you, you already failed.
Right. Like when I first started doing music and we were selling the CDs, I foolishly thought the first person to buy my music would be my mama, my daddy, my sister. No, it was strangers.
Right.
As a matter of fact, to this day, my mama did not put one dime into my music from beginning to end. Not one dime. She wanted everything free because she mama.
If like I say, if you start off wanting friends and family to accept that business, you failed. You failed because that's not who you trying to reach. You're not trying to reach those individuals. And don't look at me and Jennifer and say, well, why y'all don't? Well, like I say, I hold the family back based on a resurrection, based on saying, I don't want to do what I did in the past. I want to do something that I love to do. I haven't just bummed off everybody. Hey, no, I've said and I accepted my resurrection that way, where I have to fight and hold down the fort to do what I love to do. Go ahead, we got a question.
Courtney was saying, I get it. Hey, I want to promote, but I know I'm gonna have to produce, and my timing due to work and home life prohibits me a bit. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. And
that is a lot of problem too, because most people, they do their business as the hustle, not their job. So the job come first, then they,
yeah,
they
but that's where we come in. Like while I was going through my resurrection, I was willing to recoordinate a business. You kind of see what I'm saying? Exactly, trying to reach people outside of the family. Right. And I know a family can't structure your whole business, but god damn, it's a whole bunch of matwires.
Somebody said that not too. I think last week after we did the show, somebody said
right. You know how many great grandkids and grandkids my grandmother had? I got 11. So mathematically, I'm not gonna be told that it's not possible. I just quit. I quit. That don't mean I won't purchase your products and continue to purchase your products that I like. I just quit. I quit. That was the baseline of it. So if we were to put out Maddie G shirts when she passed, how many people you think about?
You mean when she first passed?
When she passed.
I think you would have made, a decent amount of money
right.
from the immediate people
right.
who knew her.
Right. And that shows the mathematics of what would happen just on family. I think it would be 2,000-3,000. Easy.
Courtney say, I say this all the time. We should be able to come together. She say she quit.
Right. I quit. And so our terminology for I quit means that we're gonna mind our businesses. I'm gonna promote me and my family. I just quit. Nothing.
Like even now, y'all. Like, I love my mama to death, but even now, my mama hasn't even watched one episode. But she'll ask me how the show doing. Y'all still doing the show? Y'all still on house? Oh, that's good. Now my cousins, who I hardly see, love to death, hardly see, they watch the show every Sunday. I didn't know they were watching. My mama told me. And I'm like, that's a shame that my distant cousins and close cousins
California,
that I hardly see
Wells, California and Wells. Keno,
Louisiana. Well, Keno is a whole other state. I don't know
he
where
moved,
he is.
but we just various
Another
places.
One in New York.
Right, various places. So, I just mathematically, it's almost like putting all these businesses' names in a hat. This is what I felt that we could do. My mom always told me, Tony, you can't say the word. I understand that. But if we took a whole bunch of names and we put them all in these businesses in a hat, and we just go in and support that business just for 1 month. Every week when we get paid, hey, y'all, I got my merch.
Go to one business.
Right. Now this pyramid, which is a positive pyramid, it's not a scheme, it would work.
It's support.
Right. It would work. Now this person have 10,000 to bless their family with, go to their church, bless their churches, and wherever they choose to, their community, eat out in little small places, big places. It don't matter. All the money goes to wherever you work if you use it around that area. So now the business that's a small business have grew exponentially. Now it can hit websites like Shopify. They can, they can finance themselves and do things like that. Me seeing it being done, I know it could be done. But reaching the attention span of the 2019, the 21st century, I'm out.
Well, I definitely have a business that I want to do, but I don't think it's anything that I would be sporting on Facebook. Not because I'm ashamed of it, but because I know I just just from watching everybody else, I almost feel like they do. The business owners, it's like I'm gonna go out here, get my money over here, maybe mention it every now and then on the show. Oh yeah, doing my thing, but I don't want to promote it on Facebook.
Mhm.
I think that's where these businesses are coming to, and most of the people that have businesses on my page, they just got lower and lower and lower on
Mhm.
posts because it's killing them. To see all these people like, but nobody support.
So yeah, this definitely like I say, it could be a genius thing. We're gonna keep doing what we do based on me personally. I believe when you're on Facebook, you're part of the Bible. You're part of the new Bible. We can go back and look into history and see Jen, Tony, and my grandkids and kids. To me, Facebook is the Bible. It's being written, and
Shoot,
we're
it's the
telling
only way to see
our
your
story.
distant family members.
Right, right. So I believe we're connected. We're all connected, like the Bible said that we would be. We're connected, and I use it for those, purposes like that. But I have a different goal personally, me, by saying I quit. I'm gonna start minding, my business. I'm gonna get in the suits, and I'm supposed to go hit the banks. I don't have debt. You have debt?
Nope.
You have credit card?
Nope.
I don't have credit card. So it's the point of saying that is that we're at a point that we can, rise, but we had to fall. It was things that the house person me needed to see. You gotta understand.
Don't get us wrong, because I was in debt. I had, how much was my student loan?
10,000.
I had student loans, and what else I had?
It was some just little stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So we had to do the 7-year stretch. Definitely had
No,
to
I
do that.
mean, I wiped that out. That
I
was
know,
all.
but that was our 7-year stretch. When we had to when we was getting the loans down and all
Oh
that,
yeah,
we
yeah.
still had to wait.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been years for us on that aspect, but and like I say, man, I don't like quick money schemes. I'm not down with that. I hit a guy today and asked him, hey, what you do? I like to see what you do. If it's not a legitimate way, I'm out. I just was curious to see what the individual do, but my thing is I'm hitting the banks. I'm going buy a business, getting funded. I'm becoming QLA. That's me. That's gonna be the new me. That's what I feel that I really want to do.
Courtney was saying networking in the physical helps way better, Jen. I barely post and make way more contact with people than social media. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah. I know it's
Tony get a lot of people to watch the show when we out. They go right there on their phone and hit YouTube when he talking to them. So we do get better with face to face contact.
yeah, but it shouldn't have to be that. It should be like right now. But now look at it. Now what if I said I was giving $1,000 away? Do
I'm
you think?
logging on right
Do
now.
you think we would hit 1,000 subscribers?
I'm logging on right now.
That's like if we're scrolling through Facebook, all the comedy thing, and people say, man, I like to get 10,000 likes. I would be one of them 10,000. It's nothing but go to YouTube. We already signed in because we're YouTubers. We go in there, we sign in, click subscribe, hit the bell, boom. Just that easy. We gained 12 subscribers this week. That's it. We don't post a lot. We post positive stuff, y'all. And all we say is, hey, tell all your friends, get us to 1,000 subscribers. And then after the 1,000 subscribers, you can go take it off. We just trying to get monetized. It's that hard. But for y'all, I would do that. If all y'all started a YouTube channel, which, my oldest son, friends, they did, I still subscribe to them.
Yeah, somebody said something about their niece or cousin or something.
Yeah.
But they was Instagram though. I don't have an Instagram, so I told Tony to add them.
Right. Yeah, and I added them on there. It's nothing. It takes a few seconds, y'all. So based on that, like I say, I quit. I rather be in a casino, right, with my $125 trying to make money, than to be doing. It's a lot of work. It's just a lot of work. Cause when I do things, I kind of do it seriously. So if I'm going on Facebook, I'm not just hitting your post. If I hit it, I'm gonna come back to it. But most of the time, I mean all the time, I read.
Yeah, because we die hard Facebookers. We
Right.
sit there and we read people's
Everybody.
life stories.
Right,
We sit
everybody.
there and watch.
Everybody. So,
Yeah.
I quit. I just don't think it's, the platform. And I think my cousin Kevin Wright said it too. Remember he was.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he kind of bounced off too.
Hmm.
Because he was trying to help give advice, and then people started wanting stuff for free, and that kind of upset him because he giving you information that you would otherwise have to pay for,
Hmm.
and they were still being ungrateful.
Right. And people, and a lot of people pay for college to get that. What's up, Ron? A lot of people pay for college to get that information, and you have people out here work at colleges and work different places that you may want to work to give you the skill. So, and for those reasons, like I say, I quit. I don't give up on a lot of things. It's been January of a year. Okay, well, maybe we will do it for the rest of it, but I won't be so passionate when you get that, it's like, you got your girlfriend car and you wash it, and she, every Sunday you wash her car, and all of a sudden she say, why you ain't clean my windows? You don't never clean my windows good. And then the man gonna lose the passion. So, maybe I'm losing my passion for it. And like I say,
Sorry, I shouldn't have complained.
for
about
those
the
reasons, I'm going to QLA. I want to be a high performer.
I'm joking.
I want my kids to understand that on Christmas, I may not be here. I want my kids to understand on their birthdays, I may not be here. Oh, and before I forget, Stay birthday, happy birthday, Stay.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Stave.
So,
Ron was saying y'all boo Courtney for me because she ain't bring me. He say bring. She ain't bring me none of that free liquor Slim was giving out. Oh man. That
What
would've been
kind it
nice.
was? I didn't see it. Nelwyn was out there at the thing. I didn't really get to see it, but
Please don't let it be vodka because that's
No.
my drink.
yeah. So but appreciate that, Ron, though. But yeah, we had a serious subject today, Ron, and like I say, man, I thought magic can happen. I'm looking at all these people, businesses, and things like that, and and a lot of quotes I don't like that the guys say, but I understand. One of the coaches say, "Show me your friends, I'll show you your future." I don't like that quote, but then, hey man, what you doing with that barbershop? You got a barbershop, mobile barbershop, but yet, hey man, I got a couple people for you. Oh, well, I ain't cutting today. I got the you kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What? You ain't a high performer. A high performer don't care. A high performer go get the money. That's who I'm becoming again, is a high performer. I was a high performer in the streets. I went got the money. I shut up about the money. You might have thought I had this and that. I might be sleeping on the 100,000, And so I'm a high performer, and I'm gonna give myself 2 more years to exercise that high performance. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk up in the bank. I'm gonna have my paperwork. I'm gonna have my suit on, and I'm gonna go get the money to fund a businesses. Not just my own personal business. It may be your business. I'm making contract a deal with you. Hey, tell you what, you selling that house? Let me buy it. You take 5,000 out, I give you 5,000 cash right now. Let me buy it. And so that's contract law, And so I'm going to be high performing. But trust me, the boutique.
Oh yeah, Yumika Matoir, she got I forgot the name of it. I went to the Facebook yesterday.
Yeah,
though.
sorry, Yumika. We'll put it out there in a minute. We been looking at your boutique. We just want to promote you. So but yeah, so
She didn't have nothing on there yet. She was
right,
saying
just
it's coming
supporting,
soon,
right,
but
and
I
it's
did
nothing
go
wrong
on
with
there.
that. It's nothing wrong with taking off a business early, So yeah, so we talking about high performance, and so yeah, so anyway, y'all, I needed to see the last 2-3 years. I needed that because, like I say, when you a person that have, it's hard to deal without, and for me to be able not to have those those little things that, that I was so comfortable with having, it put me in perspective. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to be a high performer again. I'm ready to get out there and do this, that, and that, and that. I'll keep y'all, up to date with it. So it's a Little Rose Boutique.
Okay, I was looking for it. I
Yeah,
was looking for it on here.
Yumika Matoir, Little Rose Boutique. So y'all go, y'all all follow her. This will be uploaded, Yumika, on YouTube.
She said it was hand-picked too. She was
Yeah,
like,
right.
it's hand-picked items that she said that she know people really looking for.
Right,
So
right. So y'all go check Little Rose Boutique out, and
make sure you like it.
right. And we'll continue to for whoever put their businesses out there, we'll continue to promote the business and stuff like that. But far as just doing it full time for me, I quit. I'm gonna move around and, like I say, mind my personal life and my own professional things that I'm doing on. Basically, I'll tell you guys, just basically gonna be tons of Greenhouse. That's what it'll be. So I got my coach, I got my mentor, I got my business partners to fund if I choose to. But basically, I think